Okay, here we are going to find the domain and the range from the graphs right here. For the first one, as we can see, this is the picture, and remember domain is all the possible x values. Well, when x is equal to 1, you see that the graph is just like goes straight up or straight down, right? So you see, this means x cannot be equal to 1 and can be any other numbers, right? So you can just write this down right here. Similarly, for the range is the set of all the possible y value. In this case though, you see we cannot have 2 for the y value. So I will just put down y cannot be equal to 2. And with that, we are done. And remember, you see, here we have the endpoints here and here, but we don't have closed circles whatsoever. So these two means that they keep on going forever. That's why you don't have anything else. You can just put down x is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 2. Done. For the second one, for the domain, you see that we have the endpoints here and here with the closed circles. So be sure you just go from -2 to +4 for the domain, and that's the x. So I put down -2 to +4, x is in the middle. We are going to include both endpoints, and remember the inequality goes like this, and we are done. X is in between of -2 and 4, including both the -2 and 4. Well, for the range, it's a set of all the y values. The minimum is right here, right? -3. So we put on -3 and all the way up to 5. So I'll just put on 5. And then again, less than or equal to, less than or equal to. And then once again, we are done. For the third one, as you can see, the domain, well, there's no like vertical asymptote. There's no like anything like this. And this right here keeps on going forever to the left. This right here keeps on going forever to the right. So the domain, you can just write down all real numbers. For the range though, well, this right here, this is an exponential graph. In fact, the y is always above the x-axis. This is not equal to 0 ever. What you are going to put down is just write down y is greater than 0. Right? This is not meant to be touching the 0. Just like this. This curve is not meant to be touching the 2, right? And you see we don't have anything down below here, so just all the y values that are above the x-axis, namely y is above 0. So that's it. Continue with D. Here is the graph. Well, domain, we are looking for the set of all the possible x values. Here we start at -2, right? And you see the graph goes all the way to the right, yeah? So for the domain, we'll just have one piece. X is greater than or equal to -2, just like that. Starting at -2 for the x, and then you go all the way to the right. Done. Range, the highest y value is 2, yeah? And it's below 2. So we can just put down y is less than or equal to 2 for the range. And then again, we are done. For E, well, domain, you see that the line keeps all the way going to the left and also all the way going to the right. So the domain is just all real numbers. Right? And for the range, well, this line keeps going all the way down and then all the way up. So for the y value, again, it's just all real value. So I'll just say all real numbers. Like this. All right. Lastly, we have this right here. In this picture, you can see that x cannot be equal to -2 because there's a gap, right? And you see the graph goes straight up, goes straight up. It never touches when x is equal to -2. So we can just say x cannot be equal to -2. And that's the only restriction because this right here keeps on going to the left, keeps on going to the right here. So we're done. And for the range, well, you see here is the x-axis. The graph is always above the x-axis. So we will just write y is greater than 0. It's always above the y. It's always above the x-axis. So that's it.